Hello, friends, and welcome to the front seat frivolities. It seems like we just had front seat frivolities yesterday, because we did, sort of. Good afternoon, everyone. The time is 3:02. I'm Scott from the old Curiosity Shop. I think I forgot to put subscribers only mode, so we might get some people in here today. That's okay. If they got nothing else to do, come on in. Just don't be nasty. Hi, Joe. Hi, Debbie. What do they call them? I don't know. Trolls. They don't bother me. Okay. Well, but still, you know, sometimes a little troll, sometimes a little troll is kind of fun. I mean, if they don't get, like, you know, it doesn't bother me. It really. One time, I have to tell you this. You're going to tell her anyway. Even if I tell you not to tell her, you're still going to tell her. I was watching D once, and a troll came in, and I have to tell you, I got the biggest kick out of it. Isn't that awful? I shouldn't say that. Well, I just said it. I mean, they weren't being nasty, but it was, D was having a time. And I couldn't help her because I was not on. Who's in Atlantic City? Oh, there's Candy in Atlantic City. Girl, I'm going to talk about you, Candy. You better be listening for a minute. Now, can I talk about you? Not about you. I want to compliment you. She's probably thinking, sure, give me a compliment, you know. Candy in Atlantic City. All right, well, let me finish this first story. No. Forget that part. Anyway, yeah, it was kind of funny. I don't know if anybody was oh, you said you guess? Well, I'll just say this. Candy is great because she knows her stuff, and I love anybody who knows their stuff. We had a good time chatting when I saw you last, which was in Atlantic City. Boy, that was a different weather day, wasn't it? It was a very different weather day. But, oh, here's something funny. So I'm in this Goodwill in Atlantic City. And this lady, no, it was another lady. And then Candy comes up. Now, Candy had met me before, and I knew it. I couldn't remember her name. But once we started talking, I said, I know, we've met here in this store before. And we had a nice conversation. She's looking in my cart. I'm looking in her cart. She looks in my cart, and she goes, You see those plates? I said, yeah. She said, I donated them yesterday. Candy. Well, anyway. Huh? So Candy had donated some Macbeth Evans pedalware plates. And I'm sorry, there was a message came on and I got off my story. She just wanted to get rid of them. I bought them, turned around and sold them to somebody. I don't know who. Let me get rid. Okay, that's already gone. Last time I was in Atlantic City at the casinos years ago. Yeah, I don't do the I don't go to the casinos. Once in a while I'll go. I'm given a free room. So I have a friend who is a big gambler. He lives in a southern state, and I didn't know this. But apparently if you are a big gambler, these casinos just give you the room. I mean, half the time they're at half occupancy anyway, so the rooms are going to sit there. But they give these not holy rollers, high rollers. What is it? There's a difference between a high roller and a holy roller. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. They give them these rooms. They figure that they're going to make enough. You do? Okay, well, Candy. Oh, that's right. They're in your car. Okay, and you did send me an email. I know how I am about emails. Don't get mad at me. But I guess you can get mad at me. Finish one. Can you finish one line of conversation? I don't even know what it was. But half the time it's because I'm talking and you're talking to me too, and I'm trying to read. Yeah, they give you these free rooms. So anyway, this friend of mine will call me up and he'll say, I'm not coming. Or I have the room for I don't know how many days, but I'm not getting there until so-and-so. You want it? Yeah. What do? I just can stay there. Too bad it isn't tonight. Boy, I would really say thank you, Tropicana Hotel, and take that thermostat by the handle and go, eh. No, I wasn't waving at you. They saw me go, eh. Ooh. You ought to see, there they go, right there. I thought they were going to turn around. Anyway. Anybody who knows, well, never mind. So I'm like, yeah, well, so I sometimes go to Atlantic City and then I can hear the organ concert and then, you know, do different things. You didn't tune in to hear all of that. What is this? Well, we're going to do this probably twice a month. Sometimes I'll let you know. It's just called, and I have to thank Carson. I think I stole his, I didn't steal it. I said, give me a suggestion, and he said, how about front seat frivolities? And so for lack of anything better, I'm going to call this front seat frivolities. But really what we do is we have in the news, we have some trivia questions, no prizes. I'm not that big yet. What? Maybe when I get one of those big silver plaques with the play button that YouTube sends you when you get 100,000 subscribers. No, I don't want that. And you notice how anytime anybody gets one, it's always like on the shelf. They want to make sure you see. I probably would do that too if I got one. I don't know, maybe not. And then I do have a small thrift haul, very, very small, because I only had a chance to go to one store. I'm running late again. Another friend of mine who I've known for years, but he moved to way, way, way out. He's back, just like wrote to me yesterday. Here I am. I'm like, well, okay. I didn't know you were coming up. Somebody bought a house and he's here supervising. So I said, well, come on over tomorrow night for dinner, which is tonight. Pork chops. That's hot coffee. That's hot chocolate. Let's take a look at something. Yeah, I bought. What game last night? Somebody said congratulations on the game last night. I don't know. That must be the thank you. That must be the Philadelphia Eagles you're speaking of. I don't follow them, but thanks for. I kind of like to know that the Phillies win. But sometimes I do, KP. I'd rather play one than watch one. And I did play them, believe it or not. I played basketball, baseball, I could ice skate. And I played on teams, little league teams, church league, and all of that. I mean, I kind of did it because that's what you were supposed to do, but I did. Anyway. I've little wooden blocks. We've seen these I just picked up for just a few dollars. For someone can Ohio State beat Notre Dame. That's all about you guys. I don't know anything about it. What's this? Duck? I'm not gonna sit here and go through, you know, turtle. This isn't the same bag that I had, I don't know, a month ago, because as you can see, I've just now opened it. And there aren't that many in here, but still, it's fun. See if we can spell something later on, if there's nothing else to do. That won't exactly bring the rafters down, but I've got 1 or 2 other cute things to show you. Let's have in the news. In the news, are you ready? David, don't you have some built-ins to paint? I'm glad you caught me live, though. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to sit out here. It's cold. Anyway, in the news, Posh Pooch. Fashion house Dolce and Gabbana, or whatever, has introduced Fefe, a premium dog perfume priced at $99 USD per bottle. Oh, no, no, no. No. Now, I know we love our pets. I loved my Salem, and you love your little whatever it is that's sitting next to you on the couch. This lavish scent inspired by the close bond between one of the brand's founders and his dog. I'm not sure what that would smell like. Is presented in an elegant glass bottle with a gold-plated paw accent. Fifi, or Fife, it has an accent, combines the soothing aromas of, I guess I'm going to have my question answered. Ylang Ylang. What is Ylang Ylang? It sounds like a 60s song that the Platters. Ylang, you lang, oh, he's so fine. I'll spell it, because I'm sure that I'm not saying it right. It's spelled Y-L-A-N-G hyphen Y-L-A-N-G. I don't know why. I don't know what a Y-lang is, but anyway, that's what it smells like. That and musk and sandalwood. Though the perfume is certified as safe for pets, some experts are concerned about the potential irritation that it might cause the dog. Irritation. Critics have also pointed out the steep price, which may be hard to justify during challenging economic times. Nonetheless, that's a good word. Now, we most often hear people say nevertheless. We won't get into it now, but I like grammar. I'm going to go, when I have a chance, and look up the grammatical difference between nonetheless and nevertheless. Don't do it now, please. Let's not get bogged. I don't want to do it. Okay, so anyway, but nonetheless, for those who believe their furry friends deserve the height of luxury, Fifi offers a unique way to indulge them. And so the question is, how much money have you spent on your pooch or pussycat or hamster or whatever other creature? What's the most? Have you ever actually spent something on your pet and then you said, oh my gosh, that was just like, yes, we love our pets, but haven't we all once in a while gone, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just spent $99 for that cat toy, and the cat sits there and looks at me like I am a buffoon, and then goes and sits in an Amazon box. We've done it. What? No, I didn't have a sale last night. I talked about it yesterday. I did talk about it in yesterday's live, but last night's sale didn't happen. Next Monday night's sale, Patrick had a conflict, so we can't do that either. So January is just turning into getting ready to cook out for. You're having a cookout. That's not what that said. But I'm still having my chit-chat Thursday night with the Vintage Vinnie. Well, yeah, I imagine you could easily spend a lot of money on a horse. My word, just luncheon for a horse. What does a horse eat at luncheon time? I eat a blasted, I don't know, tuna fish sandwich and a Pepsi Cola, but what do you feed a horse at lunchtime? Oh, clock out. I thought you were having a cookout, Carmen. I was like, if it's this cold and snowy in Jersey, you don't live too far. look at that for springtime. It's a trivet, a porcelain trivet, yeah? And we'll have this for the springtime. I have to clean it. Anybody want the address on that Fifi, the Posh perfume for your pooch? So Candy, if you're still there, I'll see you in Atlantic City this summer. Maybe I'll get there. That's how I got off on that Atlantic City thing. If my buddy hooks me up with the free room and I just go down there to use the heat, the Atlantic City heat, I mean the Tropicana Hotel heat, why not? Turn my thermostat off for one night. I'll let you know. You like that? You know, this is signed somewhere. And I'll find the signature and then I'll tell you what I've learned. What I've learned is that these things are either from 1890 or 1995 or 2007. People are still painting. And if they don't put dates on it, it can be difficult to tell. But anyway, who painted this? K. Barton. See? She signed her name right there. K. Barton. And the porcelain, it's a blank. They're always blanks. Not always. Well, I'm sorry, it's unmarked. Yes, they usually are blanks. Otherwise, what would you be painting? Now, oh, I took my gloves off. Let me have some hot chocolate. This is hot. I got a medium size hot chocolate. And I trimmed my beard. Not all the way. Anyway. Where is it? Here it is. Hold on for a second. I've got to... Oh, that's what happens when you sit in a... Oh, Candy said, sounds great, but then it disappeared. I was going to say something else, Candy, that was complimentary of you. I'll save it. You don't remember, but it was a conversation that we were having, and if I say it, it's going to make me sound pretentious, not Candy. Candy was fine, but what she said I loved. What? Because I don't know, we were talking about glass and pottery and makers and companies and this and that and this and that and this and that. And we were trying to get to a shelf or something, and people were in the way, and the people that sort of hang out in the store all day, you know, the ones that are in the store all day on their cell phones, Google imaging everything. Candy and I just kind of looked at each other like, I wish these people would get out of the way. I told you it makes me sound pretentious, but I'm not. Well, maybe a little bit. But we were both like, oh. And then Candy was so funny because there was one person, I hope you don't get mad at me for saying this. She was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm not going to say it. But we're watching, like, it was funny to watch what people would Google image. And it's like, you kind of wanted to we weren't invited into the conversation, but you want to be, because I want to ask them, what do you collect? Are you a beginner? You know, have you been doing this for a long time? How much success, you know, are you having at this particular store? That kind of thing. But we just continued our own conversation, and it is interesting. I like to watch other people in thrift stores. Does anybody else do that? They still hang out there. I just try to keep a low profile. I know. She says they still hang out. I think every thrift store has its groupies that just sort of hang. You know, it's like, I guess it's their entertainment, but sometimes it feels like they just get in the way, and you just want them to, you know, just kind of, if you know, move your stuff out of the way. take your big iPad and just go over in that corner, because I'm trying to get in and out. Candy and I had a like mind with that, so I guess that's why we sort of, it was a funny moment. Trivia. No, I'm not going to say this right. Dutch dancer Mata Hari spied for Germany and France in World War I. True or false? Don't Google it. I don't know. I never heard of any Mata Hari. Dutch dancer, I'll spell it M-A-T-A, Mata, last name H-A-R-I, spied for Germany and France in World War I. True or false? What you doing coming up on me? Okay. Pull up. Well, that can't be right. Germany and France? Oh, Dutch. Well, that's probably true. Where is it? That one is true. All right. Did you get that? What is the capital of New Zealand? These people love some New Zealand stuff. I'm not trying to make us talk about New Zealand. I don't have anything against New Zealand. What's the capital? Wellington. I would have said Auckland too. That's the only place in New Zealand I know is Auckland, but it's Wellington. Didn't Lance link the secret? Huh? She had metal snake breast holders. All right. Are you talking about that opera star? What? Oh, now you guys are just having too much fun in the chat. I think I know what I need to do. I think I need to just run my mouth and let you guys have a good time in the chat. Because every time I stop and try to read something, I get fragments of conversations that are either 10 minutes ago or like from different strains. And that's my fault because I introduce different strains of conversation. But as long as we're having a good time, I guess if we're not having a good time, that's what the remote control is for. You hit switch or whatever it is. Let's finish the trivia, then we'll do Shakespeare wrote 154 of this poetic form. I would venture to guess that that would be a sonnet. It's a sonnet. Yep, sonnet. I could write a sonnet about your Easter bonnet. Look at me singing about Easter. I don't know, 9, 10, 12 degrees. I don't know what it is. A mongoose. Oh boy. A mongoose, a parrot, or an otter is immune to snake venom. Oh, I think I know which one that is. And I'm not going to look at the chat. A mongoose, a parrot, or an otter is immune to snake venom. It's not a parrot. It's either the otter or the mongoose. I think it's the mongoose. And notice how I'm looking over here and not at the chat, because I don't want to see what you're saying. And I didn't look at it either. Is it the mongoose? Huh? No, it's a sonnet. It's a Shakespearean sonnet. If a Shakespearean sonnet is accidentally bitten by an anaconda, No. It's a mongoose. Seems to me, you know how I think I know that? You remember, not David Attenborough. He was over in England, wasn't he? He used to come on, I think, Sunday nights, sponsored by Mutual of Omaha. And it was a nature show, and ooh, I hated it. Because it always seemed like a little deer. They would zoom in on a little deer, and he would just be eating a little fern or something, and then some old snake would come out and kill him. Remember that? It was called Wild Kingdom, yes. And I can hear, sponsored by Mutual of Omaha. That's how I think I knew that a mongoose could be eaten by a snake. I think but I don't know. I guess it's just nature. St. Louis. I told you. The study of weather and climate is called what? Okay, well, these people must think that we are all some kind of dropouts. Meteorology. These was easy. Them's was easy. We got some jokes coming too, and not only that, I've got something else to show you. Ooh, lady. I'm sitting here watching this lady on the ice. Okay, let me ask you this. Are you ready? How many people are here? 159? Well, I'm delighted that 159 of you are just hanging out. We've got about another half an hour to go. Give me a thumbs up if you can. Will you? We might do Name That Tune again. I have that radio station on, but I'm parked in, oh, you're not supposed to see that yet. I'm parked in a different spot. I don't want to get a copyright strike. Let's try a, that's not enough. I couldn't get that. Helen O'Connell? Wait a minute. Okay, there's too much distortion. We'll try that again. I have a question for you. I'm going to hold this up, and I'm going to ask you, this reminds me of something that was designed by someone for a specific place. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now you fill in the blanks, and don't Google it. It's not what it reminds me of, but it reminds me of something designed by somebody for some place. Who does this remind of? What design? No, not Doris Day. Are you thinking the music now? We put that music off. Who, what, yeah, diner. Okay, so we're on the diner part. No, not IHOP. Somebody's going to get it. I guess it would help if this sticker wasn't on it. Oh, come on. Somebody's going to get it. You're going to get it. How many times did I hear that? Boy, you're going to get it. You remember Wait Till Your Father Comes Home? I had to hear that more than once. Now you wait till your father comes home. Although my mother didn't need to wait until my father came home. She didn't need to. Anyway, you're not getting it? Oh, come on. Think of oh boy, no, they are staring at me. Think of a famous designer from, think of a major American resort that got remodeled, I think, after the Second World War. And who was the designer who was called in to do the design work for this particular hotel? Anyway, this looks very much like her work. And in fact, when you find it, it will be, I think I've seen it marked on the bottom. by the designer and the name of the hotel, although these don't have that marking. So I have to do a closer look to see if this is actually, and I know you can't see it because I'm trying to get the tape off of it. But I just got this, which is, I'm delighted to get it. I think I might have seen, so there's a little individual hot water teapot, coffee pot for the table, just for the yeah, it's a resort in West Virginia. Draper is, hear the geese? The Greenbrier. Doesn't that look like the Greenbrier Inn? I've never been there. My parents have stayed there. It's a very nice place in West Virginia. Have you guys been there? Now, my understanding is that the china that Homer Laughlin made is marked on the bottom. It might say on the bottom, designed by Darty Draper for the Greenbrier. I don't know. But this looks like it to me. Have you stayed there? Let me see. Heard of it, but never been. You had dinner there in the 90s. Was it nice? Everybody says it's just still a very nice place. This isn't going to be very hot now. I can hear the music. You can't. You'll get this one. Ready? My finger. What was it? We moved on from this. This would work in my kitchen. Little on the 40s side, but yeah, it would. So a bread and butter plate or an under plate for the coffee pot. I think. No, that wasn't Frank, was it? Life is a beautiful thing. Silly so and so. I'm trying not to get a copyright strike, so I'm only giving you just one little bleep. That's an actual radio station. And she, if I'm not mistaken, Darty Draper, if I'm not mistaken, and I may be confusing her with somebody else, I think Darty Draper might be given credit as sort of the one to professionalize interior design. She might have even come up with the whole concept. And there were others, but there was that movie, that silent movie actor that then became a designer, Billy somebody. Anyway, but she's very important in the design world. And I'd like to read a book. If anybody has a biography, an autobiography of Darty Draper, and I guess there's one. Well, the song ended. And then they didn't announce it yet. They went into the next song. Yeah, William Haynes. Yeah, he's an early one too, Adam. That's right. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you. William Haynes. Did a lot of decorating in Hollywood. But Draper, I think, was like Billy Haynes. Yeah, it's Haynes, somebody. Oh, that sounds like Tommy Dorsey. That muted trombone. Wait a minute. I do know which hand you use to play a trombone. Okay. Let's have a joke. If I can find them. The news is not that exciting right now, and you know I don't do horoscopes. Oh, did you know? Did you know what? Pug royalty. Pugs, an ancient breed from China, were kept as royal companions. Yeah, okay. Known for their loyal, affectionate nature, these little dogs were so prized by Chinese emperors that they even had their own guards. Now that's royal treatment. The pug. I have to show you this too. Boy, this... I'm getting off this before the sun goes down, because it is... I don't want to fall on it. All right. Frankenstein monster. Quote, I don't have the energy to leave the office, unquote. Doctor, quote, I guess I didn't charge you enough, unquote. Oh, I get it. Knock, knock, who's there? Dwight. Dwight who? There's a Dwight way and a DeWong way. That was the DeWong way to do it. You can write these down. All right. What's covered in soot and performs in silence? Oh my gosh. This is good. Woo! Yes, I just snorted in my scarf, and I do wash it. Once a week, I put this scarf in the wash so I can snort in it. And sometimes I walk like this. You know. I don't want to bring back the pandemic, but those masks were nice, weren't they? I kind of could stay in a mask for a while, I think. I don't know. What's covered in soot and performs in silence? A coal mine. That's a good one. That's a good one. Round of applause for that. I have to put my gloves on and have a... What? Fur hooded parka? I've got a... I'll tell you what I've got, and I'm going to wear it. I should be wearing it right now. And I can just see the look on someone's face when I... Round of applause. That was funny. Didn't you... You guys aren't laughing at that joke? What's covered in soot and performs in silence? A coal mine? You're not getting it. A mine. A mime. It says a coal mime. I'm sorry, a coal mime. M-I-M-E. I messed it up. What's covered in soot and performs in silence? A coal mime. I was in Manhattan, in Lower Manhattan, with a buddy of mine 25 years ago. It was the hottest day in August. I don't know what we were doing. And we're in this vintage clothing shop. I'm sure it's long gone. And I found this big, heavy, fur-lined corduroy coat from Poland, like from the 60s. Oh my gosh. That coat must weigh 50 pounds. I bought that coat. I can only wear it maybe once a year. Today's the day to wear it. I'm gonna go home and get that coat and run around the streets in that coat, because if I don't do it, who knows? Well, we still have, and he laughed at me the whole time on the train. I didn't wear it back to Philly on the train, but he said, "What? Who buys?" I said, "I got a good deal on it, and I still have that coat." Brown, it's brown corduroy. I love it. I will. It's at home. I'm going to do it because I got it out of the attic, Judy. I had forgotten that I had it. And then when I moved, I said, aha, there's that coat. It was all boxed up in something. I said, ooh. And the last 3 winters have been wimpy, but this one has really said, aha, Old Man Winter's still, don't you give up on Old Man Winter. He's still here. Let's see if she'll tell us.
Frank Sinatra, along with the Nelson Riddle Orchestra, did I've Got the World on a String. And then before the break, we heard Joe Stafford with I'm So Right Tonight. And then Why Don't You Do Right by Peggy Lee with Benny Goodman. And that was for Teresa and her canine crew in South Philly. And the Four Freshmen opened up that set with Intermission Rift. It is 3:40 on Tuesday afternoon, January 21st, and you're listening to me, Karen Joyce, on the Swing Shift.
Did you get that? So it was Frank Sinatra. Huh? Anyone know that station? Well, it's low. It's in, this radio station is WRDV, I think. Hold on. This is WRDV FM. It's not in Quakertown. Somebody look it up. But it has different transmitters. It's got transmitters on the Jersey Shore. It's got transmitters in Quakertown or wherever it is. It's not Quakertown. Maybe it is Quakertown, but it's WRDU, WRDU FM, I think. Anyway, if she comes back on, I'll turn her back up. And you can listen to it on the internet. In other words, yeah. What do they call? They stream it. If you ever, just feel like, You are having a winter in the South, KP. Yes, you are, because I have a lot of Southern friends, and boy, they're all. But you weren't born a Southerner, so you weren't. It's called Delaware. Yeah, well, Delaware Valley. Yeah, that's it. That's the station. But Delaware Valley isn't a specific geographical place. It's more like the Lee. You've heard of like the Hudson Valley, the Lehigh Valley, the Delaware Valley is a huge. But the town that it's in, Justine, I can't remember. I want to say Quakertown, but they do call it Delaware Valley Radio. They do call it that. They say that, which can be confusing. When they say Delaware Valley Radio, because the station, number one, it's not in Delaware, and it's not anywhere near the Delaware River, but they do say Delaware Valley. Technically, I live in the Delaware Valley. Did you know that? This whole area is the Delaware Valley. And the Delaware comes way down. We don't need geography. Oh, I like this one. I've never heard of this. Have you? That sounds like... That's that old Brenda Lee, isn't it? I don't know why I have to do my head like that when she comes on, but... I'm trying not to get... The last time I got a copyright strike. Sat out here for an hour running my mouth hoping I would earn $1. And it was... I think you can go back and take it out. I don't know. There's no hot chocolate left. Oh, was it Peggy Lee? If I keep turning that up and down like that, I am going to get a copyright. How many people are going to get out of that Honda? Mind your business. Oh, this is the one I like. RSVP. You know what RSVP stands for? Yeah, it's in Warminster. Thank you. WRDV-FM in Warminster, Pennsylvania. Studios, but then there's also, as I said, there's a transmitter in, they've got transmitters all over. Yes, you'll hear Martin Denny, that kind of thing. Xavier Cugat. RSVP, this is what it stands for. Rush in, shake hands, and vanish promptly. That's me. Do you know I don't like chit-chat? I mean, I can sit here and chit-chat for 2 hours. Wait a minute. But just like general chit-chat, I'm not good at it. And I don't like it. I don't know why. I'm not good at just chit-chat. so I like that. RSVP, rush in, shake hands, and vanish promptly. Hickory dickory dock, the mice ran up the clock struck 1, and the rest escaped with minor injuries. Okay, you have a lot of issues with that. First of all, that's incorrect. It wasn't the mice, it was the mouse ran up the clock. But I'm not sure why they're trying to make a pun. This isn't working for me. Let me reread this. What? Oh, Googie Grant. I don't like this. First of all, I know the rhyme. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Your mother taught you that. But on here, they have hickory dickory dock, the mice ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, and the rest escaped with minor injuries. They're trying to make a pun. Oh, I get it. That man has a walking stick to try to maneuver through the ice and snow. I'm in a parking lot. They've plowed it, but then they put the salt on it and it kind of melts it a little bit, but then now it's just a huge sheet of ice. Yeah, it struck 1, Mia. I got that it struck 1 mouse. But they had to change mice. They had to change mouse to mice to get the joke to work. And so they grammatically changed the poem, which I don't... See, I'm getting... Even here where I'm parked, I can't get a pure sound from that station. Oh, I know. How about this? Now, that is an adorable little Japan teapot from the 1930s. Oh, okay. Okay, they all smoking weed. Anyway, so this is a little teapot made in Japan. Look at that. And it's a little swan, goose, duck, whatever it is. Now, 1 petal is broken off of the lid. Who cares? Yeah, goose, duck. See, 1 little petal is broken off, and it's covered in crazing. But I can see, probably nobody is going to, drink any tea out of that. Decorative. But how about springtime? And you put a little flower in there, a little daffodil or something. Make a little planter out of it. You can see how nasty it is on the inside. You're not going to drink out of that. '30s. So I had to get that. I don't think I have time to go through that. I don't. I'll show it to you, but I don't have time to go through it. I say that, and then watch me. You're going to coax me to open it up. We'll have to do this some other time. First of all, I had no business on the planet of Earth to pay $8.98 for this. With tax, round that up to $9 and something. How hard do I have to work to make $9 and something? And I gave it away for this. I had no business. Don't ask, because I can't tell. I cannot tell you why. I would really like to know what's going on in this Honda. So far, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people in it. They keep getting in and out. Wait a minute.
With Don't Worry About Me. Ella Fitzgerald, along with Teddy Wilson, did My Melancholy Baby. And Kay Starr with the Billy May Orchestra started us off with On a Honky-Tonk Hardwood Floor. It is 3:49 on Tuesday afternoon, and taking a look at our community bulletin board, the nonprofit...
It was Kay Starr, not Brenda Lee. It was Kay, whatever she said. And they keep getting out and like walking around. I can see they're smoking joints and they're all passing them around, but why do they keep getting out and walking around? Maybe they're just relaxing. Leave them alone. They're not hurting anything. You're the one sitting there holding up recipe cards in a truck talking to people that aren't even in your vicinity. Maybe one of them has gas. That could be. I shouldn't have done this. I don't remember my mother having something like this in the 80s, but you might have had one, or your mother might have had one. These recipe cards, and this is dated, I think, 1983. I really don't, I'm never going to be able to sell this. All right, let's look at just a few of them, but then I got to go because I don't know what I've got it. Hold on. We'll just look at, wait a minute. What? I really should not have bought these. Oh. Do you remember this kind of thing from the 80s? And then the recipes are on the back, and you were supposed to keep this in the kitchen, and these are dated 19, let's see, XXX 5. Okay, that's 50, and then XXX, that's 80. And then a 1 and a V. A V is 5, a 1 is a 1, 5 minus 1 is 4. These are from 1984. And what I'm going to do with these. Need something for my great nieces and nephews to have to go through when the old man. What? You were a sucker for these? Did you like these back in the 80s, these things?
.gov for more information.
I don't want any more information. Marinated, oh gosh, orange marinade. Oh, this just looks 80s. This just looks like a 1980s kitchen to me. This is called Swiss beef steak and sour cream gravy. 20 minutes. Look at that. It's 1983. I'm sitting at the dining room table trying to figure out how to do this doggone algebra, and that's in the kitchen. So I don't know why I got these. There must be, I don't know how, well, you saw how big this thing is. I'll try to sell it, I guess. But we'll go through some of the recipes next time, maybe. I wasn't really impressed with the coffee talk this time. Were you? The little jokes and stuff from the newspaper? I don't know. I am going to go into that thrift store, and then I got to go home. Was there anything else in here for us to do? What time is it? We've only got 5 minutes left. Okay, I'm done with that. Hey, this is called Coffee Talk. Look at D coming in. I'm signing off. D, you just got here. So anyway, what is this for those of you who are saying, what is he doing? Well, probably twice a month when this paper comes out, we will sit here on the front seat for 1 hour, and we will have jokes and trivia, and we will drink hot chocolate, and we will do show and tell as we have just done, and we will play Name That Tune, and we do it for 1 hour. And I sit here and I freeze my off. Did you get that, D? Let me do it again so you can make a meme out of me. I was making memes out of D. Sometimes when I'm bored, you know how we all are. I like making memes out of Vinnie and D and Tammy and David, and then sending it to them. So D, what did I tell you? Anyway, that's what it is. It's just like a little chit-chat thing. But now I'm going in that thrift store. Okay, everybody, come see me and Vinnie. Come see me and Vinnie Thursday night. I'm not sure what this was. But the people in the Honda, I got a big kick out of it. Hey, come see me Thursday. I'm going shopping with the Vinnie. And then Thursday night, it's going to be a chit-chat show and tell. I've got some trivia questions for Vinnie. Yes, I'm going to try to make Vinnie guess song lyrics from his era, and he's going to try to guess song lyrics from, and he's going to try to make me guess the song lyrics from my era. And I am the same age as Vinnie's father. I am the exact, oh my gosh. I'm the exact. I could have a Vinnie. I could have a Vinnie. I'm the exact same age as Vinny's father. Anyway, so we're going to do that Thursday night. And then Friday night at 8 o'clock, a live sale from somewhere in Hagerstown. The Vintage Vinny and I will be selling some stuff. And who knows what we'll be selling, but we'll be selling some stuff, and I hope you'll come see us. What? I think that's all I wanted to think about or tell you now. So thanks for joining me on this Tuesday afternoon chit chat from the front seat. I need to go in the store now because I am cold. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and we'll see you Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Until then, I'm Scott saying thanks for watching. Wait for the cat. Well, sort of. And so long for now. Now I gotta take my gloves off to turn this thing off. Okay, are you ready? Boop, boop. I gotta press the button. Where is it? Boop. Bye.